Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the official Championship Wrestling presented by Pro Shingle YouTube page. And I'm coming to you live for the second time today. I am Dustin Starr. Just give you guys a second to log on. I want to answer any kind of questions that you guys have. There's been a lot of different sporting events in the news here lately because of the coronavirus, and so there was actually an update since the last time I joined you just several hours ago. It seems like we're getting updates constantly. And so I just wanted to take a second to answer any questions from those of you who couldn't join me earlier on the live stream. I think it was about 2:30 Central Standard Time. They have not canceled WrestleMania just yet. We're all waiting on the big news on that, but it looks like every other major sporting event has been postponed, and looks like March Madness was actually canceled. So I don't even know if they're going to crown national basketball champions this year or this season. But there was some news that came out of Hollywood, California today, a little bit earlier. I'll let you guys continue to log on and let's see. If you guys can hear me, then just type in something. Type me a 5-star emoji. Let me know that you're there. Make sure that we're firing on all cylinders. Somebody type something. If you're typing something, I'm not seeing it. I always fear that I won't be able to see the questions. There you go. Thank you, David. 5-star. All right, so you guys can hear me. So if you have any questions, go ahead and post them in the comments. But there was a press release that was sent out, or a note from the desk of David Marquez, the owner of Championship Wrestling from Hollywood and Championship Wrestling from Arizona, along with multiple other organizations, NWA. But you can go to at CWF Hollywood to get the full write-up of what's going on. But it looks like the news that's coming through is that they've decided, under the state of emergency in California, that they're, quote, not going to take any chances, which has led the United Wrestling Network officials to cancel all upcoming Championship Wrestling from Hollywood and Championship Wrestling from Arizona televised and live events, including this Sunday's Grand Canyon Clash blockbuster in Arizona, which, gosh, was going to be absolutely loaded with Watts defending his Heritage Championship against Tim Storm. I was really looking forward to that. Now, those events will be rescheduled. They're not actually canceled. They're just being moved. Give me just a second. I'm trying to log on here to see your questions. I saw one pop up there while I was reading the press release, but I don't want to take up a whole lot of you guys' time. Just wanted to give you the rest of this update. Just a second. All right, so that was Dan Walker. What's up, Dan? Thank you for joining us on the live stream, and then also for Championship Wrestling every Saturday at noon. But let me go back to the statement that I was on just a second ago. So basically, the quote from David Marquez is, "The health and safety of the public, cast, and crew of our productions are priority." So in California, the Ocean View Pavilion can meet the 250 person, 6 feet apart mandate, but Dave does not think it's worth the risk of possibly spreading the virus. And since the show is pre-recorded, there are several weeks of existing program that have already been filmed. Hey man, what's up? They've already been filmed. And if in 30 days, it says, and in 30 days, we've not been in production on new episodes. We are fortunate to have a 10-year archive that can be repurposed for broadcasting. I urge everyone to follow all public safety instructions. And that came from David Marquez. And yeah, so what that means for you guys that watch Championship Wrestling presented by Pro Shingle, and that's my Maria in the background talking about the bloopers that we have. But we have a lot of different content that's related to Memphis So not only was there a long history of great wrestling superstars that came through Championship Wrestling, but then here in Memphis, we have access to not only footage, but guests and things that have not aired on the program just yet. Will Jervis be on the birthday bash show, be on the big birthday show on Saturday? The birthday show is not until April. Do not think that Gentleman Jervis is scheduled for that, but you will see Gentleman Jervis on our television program. Absolutely, you'll actually see him here in the coming weeks. He said 2020 is going to be his year. But really, I'm just joining you here, of course, to talk wrestling, but also to let you know that Championship Wrestling from Hollywood and the Championship Wrestling from Arizona, the television events, all the live events have been postponed. And then, as you know, for those of you who are in Memphis, you know that the USL, um, MILB, NBA, NBA G League, NHL, NCAA, they've all postponed their seasons right where they are. I hope everyone stays safe, but I warn people not to let this ruin their lives. All we can do so far is make sure we stay safe and make sure not to expose yourself to germs. That's right, JG. And so that's exactly why that they have postponed production in Championship Wrestling from Hollywood and Championship Wrestling from Arizona for the next 30 days. Very sad about this. I know it's going to be great and this will pass, but wow. And I agree. Happy birthday, JG. Hopefully, you can do something fun for that. Now, there have not been any changes made to the Championship Wrestling Birthday Bash. However, we are fully aware of this situation and we are preparing just in case that the date is changed. Fortunately for us, we're still 7 weeks out, so a lot can happen. I mean, a lot's happened since 2:30 this afternoon. A lot's happened in the last 24 hours, to be perfectly honest with you. So anything can happen. So if we do need to pivot and we do need to make changes, we absolutely will. But our parent company, Championship Wrestling from Hollywood and Championship Wrestling from Arizona, have paused their television production and their live events for at least the next 30 days. And that's basically all I've got for you guys at this point. Unless you have some questions, then I'd be more than happy to answer those questions. Better to be safe and protect life. A grand and big step taken by the Wrestling Commission. Yeah, and I know that the press conferences and meetings and stuff that they had today regarding WrestleMania, um, I think they have about a week to make a decision as well. Their event is much, much sooner than ours. They're only 3 weeks out. It is shocking news. It's shocking news all around, but just wanted to log on here real quick for those of you who weren't able to join me earlier. Plus, there's new information. And if you're just now joining me, you can go to at CWF Hollywood and you can see the full memo. It's pinned to the top. And then also at CW30 Wrestling, you have it pinned to the top there as well, to where you can read the full note from David Marquez. I don't mind them trying to be safe. We don't either. And it's not a situation of us saying, oh, we're not going to move our show or whatever. No, we're prepared to do whatever it is that we need to do in order to make sure that all of us are safe and then all of you are safe as well. So we are prepared to make any kind of changes, but at this point, we're still on for the April 25th, and we'll just keep a real good eye on it. You guys have any more questions? Could you say hi to my friend Mike, please? We love watching the show. What's up, Mike? And how are you doing, Matt? Thank you guys for watching the show. This Saturday at noon, it's the PP3 Finals Blockbuster Part 1. The NWA Television Champion Zicky Dice is going to be in action against Jordan Clearwater, who almost made the finals. Also, it's match number 3 with Lacey Ryan versus Heather Monroe. It's Houston Body's going to have some sort of crazy stipulation. And then finally, in the main event, man, it's a big tag team grudge match. Vermin versus the Wolf Zaddies, who are undefeated. And I hear that Johnny Ruma is looking to spice up that main event just a little bit. Not sure what that means, but you'll find out soon enough on Saturday. Looks like there was a couple things that came in. Dan Walker, it is shocking news and also a pleasure to watch Championship Wrestling. I look forward to seeing more wrestling action when it returns soon. Okay, so there will be wrestling. So we have wrestling already filmed. So you may or may not see an interruption in program with Championship Wrestling presented by Pro Shingle. And if you do, then we will reformat the show to have something entertaining that you guys are going to love. It'll still be a wrestling related program. And we've already got probably a whole nother month already recorded. So we're good on that. David Marquez is part owner. I'm not sure about that. He might have used to have been, and he might still be at CZW. I'm not sure about that one. Destiny, thanks again for joining us. Hopefully we'll be celebrating your birthday out there. Eddie Austin, what's up, Eddie? Thanks for the update. You guys take care. We will too. You take care out there in Jackson, Tennessee, my friend. I've got a couple of more minutes to take some questions. If not, man, I hope you guys go back and watch some of the previous episodes of Championship Wrestling. Anything that you missed, there's a lot of great stuff out there. Dan Walker, thank you. The updates. No, man, thank you guys. Yeah, JG, Championship Wrestling from Hollywood is taped, so you probably won't see very much of an interruption. Championship Wrestling presented by Pro Shingle is as well. We're back in studio on Tuesday to film more episodes. So there will not be an interruption in program. We will be on CW30 and on YouTube Premiere every Saturday at high noon. No matter what, we will be on television every single week. Thanks for joining me, David. All right, couple more questions. Your last chance, and then I'm going to sign off. But I appreciate you guys for jumping on here. We need to do this more. Hopefully I can do live like from studio or from Grind City Media Studio. They have a wrestling ring in the studio. It's pretty awesome. I got to show you guys that. Thanks for doing this live vlog. Nah, James, man, thanks for joining us. Major missed the stream earlier. That's all good, man. I wanted to do one so those of you who were maybe at work or couldn't jump on, you can jump on here tonight. An in-ring, hey, Maria, JG says I should definitely consider an in-ring wrestling career. I've been wrestling for about 20 years. So actually go on YouTube and search 5 Star Fan Cam. That's a YouTube channel. That's dedicated to myself and my Maria slapping guys like Jerry Lawler, Bill Dundee, Billy Gunn, Hurricane Helms, Jeff Jarrett, Big Papa Pump, Buff Bagwell, X-Pac. I've beat them all up, man. So that's why I'm looking forward to beating up Ray Rosas at the birthday bash. Also, just not to plug myself, but I'm also a 2-time Mr. Tennessee Men's Physique Champion, too. David says, is Daniel Parker still with you guys? Absolutely. D-Man Dan Parker is going to be in Memphis. He's going to be out at Kooky Canuck taking the Cucamonga Challenge as well. So he has not been on the television program in just a bit, but he's on his international tour right now, and he will be returning soon. JG said, I've seen a few matches you've done. Yeah. Lots of great stuff. We binge Championship Wrestling. No, I have internet. Yeah, I've really become a big fan of the show. Big fan of the show. Major Woody understands. Thank you, brother. Bring in more people from Middle Kingdom Wrestling for Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Well, we've had people in from Middle Kingdom Wrestling, and we've actually had a match that was filmed in Middle Kingdom on the Championship Wrestling program just probably about 3 or 4 weeks back, where Vermin was in tag team action. So we've had their match on our show as well. You'll probably see more of that coming too. Same age as Major Woody. We're both young, brother. Did you hear about Scott Steiner? Yes, I did. It was sad. I hear he just collapsed during the Impact tapings, and yeah, that's very unfortunate. But I hear he's going to be okay. This is scary like the zombie apocalypse. You know, we were talking about that on the earlier stream. It is pretty bizarre. It's kind of like a movie, to be honest with you. I said, man, maybe they should make a movie of this, but I think we've already watched a bunch of movies just like this. It's crazy that it's real life. A couple of more here. Have I heard of Warhorse? I think I have. Is Warhorse the guy with the really cool mask? If so, we need to get him booked. That looks awesome. 42. I'm not 42, bro. How old do you think I am? I'm not saying 42 is old, but I ain't 42. Face paint. Okay, I got you. Cool. Well, anyways, guys, I appreciate it. Just a real quick recap: go to at CW30 Wrestling, and you'll see the statement that I just talked about from David Marquez. This one says, "I love you and Maria are good hosts to give the fans insight and analysis. Keep up the good work." Thank you, man. We really appreciate that. That's from Connect TV USA. I don't look a day over 30. Well, I'm actually 29, so I appreciate that. The studio feel is amazing. Yeah, man. I grew up watching Memphis wrestling and going to Channel 5 studio and going to Mid South Coliseum. Love the studio wrestling. And the first time I saw Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, I thought, oh my gosh, that reminds me of Memphis wrestling. The glorious hair has returned. Got to have that hair comment. Check this out. Hi from Belfast, UK. Hey there, Neil. What time is it in the UK? Anyways, everybody, just wanted to give you the update. Once again, as I sign off, Championship Wrestling from Hollywood and Championship Wrestling from Arizona will not be doing live events for the next 30 days. And of course, we don't want to do matches without people in the arena because that's why we do it, is for the fans. I'm actually not 29 years old. I have to come clean. The chemistry is amazing between you two. That's my wife. That's my best friend. Do you think we were brother and sister? A lot of people in Memphis at first thought we were brother and sister, which is weird. I'm 36, not gray or bald. What? It's 11:45 right now in the UK. All right, guys, I'm signing off. If we have any other updates, I'll definitely provide those. Just stay tuned at CW30 Wrestling. If you haven't already, take that subscribe button to Slap City. This week, Saturday, Championship Wrestling presented by Pro Shingle. It's the PP3 Cup Finals, Blockbuster Part 1. And I will see you then. Until then, I am Dustin Starr, saying so long, everybody.